Today, I'm going to talk about team building basics and having a vision and a mission. But the main thing I want to talk about is being able to keep your team together, working together, and in alignment, because that's so important as you move forward. Even depending on what part of your journey you're on. So, whether you're new or even as a leader, moving forward and teaching new strategies, it's really important to have your team on board with you. So, hi, I'm Lucy. I help female business builders to expand their team and then scale their business online. Having your team working together and in alignment, and I will say that it won't be the whole team because there are always going to be characters coming into your team that you don't align so well with because you haven't brought them in on your first line. I know that's very true for me. And when that happens, one just has to allow that leadership to build and grow and then do work in their own way, do their own thing. So that's kind of at the top of this. I want to just get that out there to say that's absolutely fine, to know you've done nothing wrong. And what we're doing is building leaders. And if the leader isn't in alignment exactly with what you're doing in the way that you're doing it, it's absolutely fine if they go off and they build strong in their way. What we need to know is that we're building strong in our own way and that we are keeping our team working together. So those basics of working with your team. Here we go. The first thing I find is that keeping in touch with people one-to-one as much as possible is really key, because there we can find out what that member is going through, what their needs are, what their goals are, and how they are moving from one month to the next towards those goals. So that I find with mentoring calls is really key. Now, having said that, you're not going to be able to do mentoring calls with everybody in your team, but as they come through, you will know the ones that are really serious about moving forward, that are not in need of your help, but that value that you are going to give to them is going to be taken on board. So they deserve to have your help. They deserve to have your support. There are some that won't do very much and they don't deserve that time. So always look at that kind of the 80-20 rule. There will be 20% of the people in your business that deserve 80% of your time. So that gauge from 20 to 80 is very much in play here. So being on the same page as somebody, and with using social media, it's very much being on the same page, literally. So if you've built a group up for your prospects, if you've built a group up for your customers, then you can bring those team members in to bring their customers and their prospects as well, because that way you are sharing the load. So you're not doing all of the posts. And also there is different types of content. It's coming from somebody, their different perspective, it's coming from a different character. And so it's more interesting for the people that are on the page listening and reading. But also what I've found is that having a group of leaders together on a page, for example, for prospects that are interested in what we do in some way, that cements the team, it cements the leadership, because we are all pouring in, we're all supporting each other, we're all supporting the same group of people, and we all know they're each other's people, and that's fine because they're linked to each person, but we can absolutely put our own stamp on it each time it's our turn to put a post up. So that's one thing to do. Doing lives together is another thing. So either on the page or within on your personal profile and then on theirs. So you can do lives together. That just, again, links people together, not only for the team's sake, but also for the people that are watching, so they can see that you're working together. So that just makes that part even stronger. Sharing ideas and content. So, for example, if you've got a customer page and then you look at that customer page and somebody's done a post on there and you think, oh, that's a really good post. You can then use that content and change it in some way. So make it your own and put it on your personal profile, for example. And that way it makes content creation much quicker and easier, as long as everybody knows they can do that. But it's not just a copy and paste. It does have to be changed to their own words or perhaps their own picture on that post. Supporting each other's posts is something that is a good thing, but not too often, because if you think of the algorithm, if you keep on and on and on and on every single day supporting your team's posts, that's all you're going to be seeing is your team. And actually on social media, what you want to be seeing is other people and connecting to other people, the same as you don't want them just to be seeing your posts and the other team's posts. They want to see other people's posts. They want to be connecting with other people, because that's where the value is going to be given to those other people. And when you realize that when two or more people have a vision, so I'm coming on to vision and mission just very briefly. When two or more people have a vision and they hold that vision and it's a focused vision and they're working towards it, there is nothing that can stop them. And if there's more than two, there's three, if there's four, if there's five, with that same vision and with that same mission, then it is absolutely going to happen. Whatever that thing is that you're focusing on, your team, your partner, your two partners, your 3-4 partners, then that is going to happen. So it is really important. Otherwise, everything gets scattered. Everything gets scattered. Somebody is doing something over here. Somebody's doing something over here. You're doing something over there. Nobody's locking arms. Nobody's really locking together. And I've found that if that happens and you just kind of leave people to do what they're going to do, they don't. So having that time and that space where everybody comes together, that's wonderful. That's where you can create magic. That's where understanding happens. That's where that basics of your team building strong and having that really solid foundation happens. And then you can grow on top of that, up and higher and higher. Once somebody's got to that kind of a level, then if they go, okay, now it's my time to go and lead my team, absolutely. If they leave before they're ready, before they've got enough team under them, they are diluting the fire that we've got going here, and their fire will possibly go out because they maybe only have 1 or 2 people and they're trying to do something completely different, but they haven't got that structure. They haven't got that team under them. They haven't got that fire growing. So it's better to stay in the fire of the person that's brought everybody in, as long as you're aligning with that vision and that mission. So I hope that helps. And I'll talk about vision and mission in more detail on another video. So look out for that. Have an absolutely awesome day. Thanks for checking in. Do check out another video. See